Cell Electrical channel. I am Matt Cell, and I want to get into categories of cover, LD and L, and kind of what it looks like. And have a look. Have a look. Right, so this can be whatever you want it to be, but entrance, escape routes. We've got rooms that lead onto escape routes. We've got a toilet, and we've got a intake room, mains room, whatever. Cool. So we'll start with the L's. Okay. Start with P's. L's. So in reverse order, L5, your fire engineer has said, I'm balancing everything out with other things. We've got a very good management system in place. So all I want is detectors in the escape routes, cool points, places that lead to places of eventual safety. No sounders, because I'm going to make the lights flash. They'll do something like that. I'm not going to start drawing in L5 stuff because it's lots of fancy stuff going on. And again, probably if you're getting into the realms of pricing for L5 work, then probably beyond the help of these videos anyway. Right, L4, escape routes. Right, so we're going to be covering with smoke detectors. We put smoke detectors on escape routes, you know, wherever we need them. Around here, be wary of flow of air. So you could, depending on the length of this and the width of it, this detector here might cover the whole distance theoretically, but smoke might get pulled into these other rooms if they've got windows. I've drawn windows in, I don't know, it's the gulag, but smoke could get pulled around. So you've got to be wary of where the smoke's going to go, right? It's, in essence, we're dealing with the study of how air moves. So through here, we're going to have cool points. You might have one in the middle somewhere, depending on the length of this hallway. But yeah, L4, escape routes, that's all covered, right? Your designer, building designer, architect will tell you which is the specified escape route. L3, doors that lead onto escape routes, right? So if these are all true fire compartments, then these are fire doors, yeah? These are all fire doors, right? But this is the escape route. So we are interested in keeping an eye on these. These doors will be automatically closed, right? If they're held open, that's £1,000 fine for whoever holds it open. So you would have detection around here, keeping an eye on these doors. Straightforward enough. You're even allowed to mount them on above the door if you want, on the wall. Check with the ceiling heights, manufacturer stuff. I'm not going to spoon feed it all to you here. And that is that. L2 is L3, so escape routes, doors that lead onto escape routes, and areas of high risk. Do we think the toilet is going to spontaneously combust? Depends who's in it. We've all worked with them, but unlikely. They might go, hold on, you got a fuse board in here. Don't like that. So you're then going to go, your L2, your designer, specifier, architect, fire risk assessor, whoever has gone, right, L2 system, specifically, we're covering that mains room. So you've got that in there as well, right? We haven't previously on L3 worried about these doors because they don't lead onto the main escape route, okay? But L2, that's your dangerous room. We've L2'd it, lovely. And there we go. L1, smothering everything, right? So similar to L2, but you know, if you've got a pub, for instance, you might then start thinking about having a smoke detector in there because of smoke, you know, people smoking in the toilets. The giveaway on an L1 on an existing system is that these covering the doors are suddenly in the middle of the room. Yeah, because we are covering these whole areas. In fact, you probably want another one down there somewhere. So the L1 is you're covering the rooms, right? So it's not just the escape route, you're covering everywhere. Therefore, we're not focusing on the door, we're doing the whole area. Okay. Getting into the realms of the D, P is the same really. P functions in a similar fashion. your P5 through P1. It doesn't actually go to P5, I don't think. But yeah, it really, you're looking for standby time is the thing, and monitoring is the difference, which will be involved with the panel. Then in terms, say this was a house, similar things apply, but we don't really, so like 3-bed semi style thing, we don't get into the realms of covering the doors. When you're on when you're monitoring escape routes, it's more that you're just adding more rooms to it. Okay, so so your L4 would just be your routes. You know, your LD4 would be that. LD3, these guys would actually wind up being in the middle of the room. I don't think I would be as inclined to monitor the door with them. It's not really the point in a house. So you're more just adding on rooms. So then you get to LD2. You know, you're gonna throw the kitchen into it, and so this is the kitchen. Yeah, so we're going to bung a heat detector in there for our LD2. But then again, you get into LD1, total coverage, kind of similar to L1. There you go. You do get in domestic PD1, PD2. It's very rare that you're worrying about domestic premises that no one's in. So yeah, I'd say perhaps do your own research on that. There's no point covering it here really. Yeah, there you go. That's how to tell the difference between your Ls, your LDs, and the different types of it, what you're kind of looking at. In terms of cool points, you'll arrange those to search distances and places to eventual safety. So that each of these is going to lead to your safe area, or here, you know, so we can get out to those, that's fine. Then you're going to be looking at, yeah, no, that's cool. And then it's search distances. So someone's hit a cool point, you know, from here, can you find on the zone you're in, can you get to the fire within 45 meters? Can you see it visually if you've got to run around? So then you might start throwing more in. I mean, that's kind of getting into the realms of analog addressable really, but there you go. A little bit about stairs. So we've got, where should we put a staircase in here? Let's have, this is now the stairs. Yeah. And then, you know, you've got 4 floors of this. You would have then a detector on each landing, cool point on each landing in a commercial environment. You know, you may not need it on every one if you've got minimal ceiling heights and stuff. We're at 8 minutes, let's do a bit more. Placement of devices. They need to circulate smoke detectors every, I always get this wrong, 7.5 meters, heat detectors every 5.3 meters. So you are talking that area that it covers, yeah, which is why here I've gone, oh, there's an absence here, so I'm going to cover that area there, make sure we've got it. Again, that's going to be more into your L1 or your LDs generally. Cool. I think that covers it. Fire alarm engineers, fire engineers, by all means correct me in the comments. I think I've whipped through that quickly enough. Yeah, more information, look to the regs, go to manufacturer's guidance, all of your commercial grade A manufacturers and your grade D manufacturers and your grade C manufacturers. CTEC do specifically good grade C stuff. They will advise you in the manufacturer's specifications about certain travel distances, smoke distances, distances apart of devices. So you'll find that there. Do your research. If you get dragged in front of a judge and the only evidence you've got that you've done your due diligence is these videos, you might be in a bit of trouble. Do further reading, proper reading. But yeah, that's just to give you a bump start. Yeah, feedback in the comments, anything you'd like to cover further. I think I might spray this with blackboard paint and get blackboard pens. That might be quite handy. Any spray paint companies want to sponsor me, go for it. Right, bye.